M0FXB, welcome to my channel. So what is a vScanner folder and what is a C.Dat folder? For example, if I go File, then select Restore Configuration from Archive, and I go down and look what I've got here, all my different C.Dat files, which is the same thing as a vScanner folder. And if I double click one, I can load it into my software. We're using the Whistler TRX1 or 2, it's the same thing. And when we look at these settings, we have some general settings here. In the first window, we can choose, the scan list. Now, many of us will get our devices and they'll be full of scans and files and frequencies, so it's very confusing. So the first thing I would do on the general settings page is choose the ones you want to look at, and what, for example, if you had, like, I don't know, airband, marine band, ham band, you want them and you want to select them and deselect using the deselect button here, disable all scan lists, and then I would just enable one at a time. I've just got one enabled at the moment called Andreas channels. And what will be in those channels? Well, on this current list, if we go to scan list here, now at the beginning here you notice there's all these scan lists. So if we go to scan list, this is the one we're working with right now, and it says Berry here and it's not enabled. Let me just put yes for enable, because I'm not actually going to use it, but I'll use it as an example. The one I'm using, if I go down, you'll find one called Andreas, and that's the one I would normally select, Andreas there. But let's enable Berry, which I would not normally use. Okay, so then if we go to conventional frequencies, this is where you can bring in frequencies. So if you go to somewhere like RRUK, download a file, you go see if I can bring that in. RRUK's or radio, in America you'll be using radio reference. You can bring in files. So what you do is if you look here, there's RRUK and you've got files here. You just go to their home page and you do, it's better to create an account and you log in, and then you can do a search. For example, let's do PMR for now, and then see these files, and then you can scan and export. And if we select that we're using a TRX1, a Whistler TRX1, you get this file, and you can import those files into these channels by going back here and going text file and choose it in your downloads, and that's how you import a file. But this video is about V files, so let's go back to selecting a V file. Now, so if we go File and then go Open V File Scanner, you'll see that we've got files here, and these are different zip files, vScanner folders that we can use. Some people like just one and put everything into one, or if you want to start separating them down, you'll have more than one. How do you create a new one? Because obviously you've got this here, so let's cancel it. So what we'll do, we'll go File, Open vScanner folder, there's the ones we've got, cancel. Now let's go File, Copy Current Data to V folder. So whatever you've decided to select in your scan list, is what's going to go in there. So we'll go File, Copy Current Data to File, and then we're going to put it in number 4 here, because all these files are there by default. All these C.Dat files are there by default. We're going to select number 4, which is unused, and we're going to select it, number 4. So it's going to put everything in Berry into that C.Dat file, so we might as well rename it. So how do we do that? We go File, set vScanner description. In this case, we're going to put in the word Berry, because that's the one it was. Click OK. I know it's a bit long-winded. So now, when we go back and we go File, Open the folders, look, there it is there, Berry. Oh, I should have put it in number 4. But anyway, you get the idea. Berry is now going to contain everything. So I probably needed to have selected that file first before I did that. And how do we do that? I'll just quickly show you again. Cancel. So we'll go File, Open vScanner folder, and then select it. Select it like that. Select, and that's going to make sure that it goes into that file. So we've learned how to rename. We've learned how to fill up the files, and that's it. And then we can export those files now. So if we go File, and whichever file that we're using right now, which is berry, we go File, Save Current Configuration. There's a C.Dat file. We can go on our desktop. We can change it, the word, to. I don't want to overwrite anything, so we're going to put berry. It's better to keep the number 4 just in front of the 4 because that'll keep you in order. Put BURY, save. And now on my computer, and I can bring that in if I want. If I go Files, Desktop, and we're looking for one that's called berry. There it is there, berry. So I can import that. How do I import that? You go File, then you go Restore Configuration, double click berry, and it's going to bring all that in. Yeah, and I want to go back to where we were. I was using Andreas. So there's thousands and thousands of things you can do. I go back to Andreas because that's what I want to use. Everything, any changes I make, I want that to be used. And once I've done that, then I just go File, and I go over to SD card, and you can put the SD card in your PC or on your scanner, and just click Copy Configuration to Scanner. So when you're sending it to the scanner, you're clicking the top one. When you want to read what's in your scanner, you're clicking Copy Configuration from Scanner, and be patient because it can be quite glitchy. The other handy thing, if you've lost everything and you need to start again from scratch and your SD card's just a mess, you can prepare scanner here. Look, prepare scanner for memory card use, and I'm pretty sure that I saw something there. Look, restore factory defaults. You could try that. I've never done that. And if you go over to updates here, you can update everything. Look at this. I find it does work, but it's a bit glitchy. But you can go check for all updates, and then it will just do it. But yeah, obviously you need the cable connected to your scanner and to your PC. And when you right click your device manager, if I quickly plug mine back in, like so, a bit fiddly, in it goes, be patient, like so. And there's a bit of a delay. Do you hear that? There's a bit of a delay. Right click, device manager, double click port, and there it is there. COM19. So you're going to be using COM19, and that'll be for all these programs here. So I mean RRUK is probably the most popular one. But if you're in America, you're going to use radio reference. There you are. And the great thing about scanners in America is that you just put in your postcode and you just import everything. Library import. Look at this, nationwide, United States or Canada. You can just select one of these things. Update the chart. I've never done this on a TRX. I will learn it though. You can put in your postcode. So thanks for watching my channel. 7.3, all the best.